Alright. Oh
You guys know I'm filming, right?
so where should put that piece?
Okay, let's do this. Are you ready? Hello everyone again. Thank you for coming back to another episode of the Micky-Ly Experience. And again, I am Micky-Ly, and this is my second video, and I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel and liking the first video. So please, if this is what you like, please continue to do that. Like, subscribe, and share. Today I'm gonna talk about my surgery. I had a heart surgery back in February. What's up? Heart surgery back in February. Actually, it was February 5th that I had the surgery. I had an aortic dissection. Is that the name of it? I know I'm supposed to know this, but all I did was just go through the surgery. But so I'm gonna split the videos up because it's kind of a long story, and I don't want to suck up all of your time trying to tell the story. So I'll just do it in parts. So when I was 25, I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure. And I really wasn't told where it came from or what happened. I'm sure it's probably, you know, throughout the family lines, but I don't know for sure. And so I just kind of had it treated, just trying to keep on top of it. Back in November, I started noticing I wasn't feeling well. I noticed that the same flight of stairs that I would take every day was becoming something that I couldn't do at all. And it was like, you know, just weird to me. So I started noticing that just from the car to my front door, I would get winded. And I'm like, this is really weird. I have a hernia. I kind of had it for a while, and I noticed that it was kind of getting bigger. So I'm like, and it was kind of tender when I would touch it. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe that's what's going on. That's why I'm having the trouble with just with everything. Maybe that, because then after the like getting winded and, you know, kind of out of breath, my chest started burning. I started feeling like it was really bad indigestion, and then so I'm like, oh yeah, that has to be it. So you know, I'm just going on about life, you know. And then I did talk to my nurse practitioner, and I made an appointment, and I went, and she was filling on the hernia, and she's like, yeah, can't put it back in, you might have to have a surgery. I'm gonna send you to I refer you to the surgeon to have him take a look at it, and if he, you know, feels like that is the problem, then you could go ahead and, you know, go from there. And so I you know, just, you know, back to business, because I'm figuring, you know, that's what's wrong. And so I started noticing, you know, it was, you know, slowly getting to the point where I couldn't really eat. Like I would eat certain things, and, you know, it would come back up, and I'm like, gee whiz, you know, I can't win with this. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to really get a move on this. So there was just one night that I was like having that bad burning pain in my chest, and I'm like, I can't live like this. So this one particular night, I went to the emergency room, and I'm like, you know, just to make sure there's, you know, I'm not missing anything, because, you know, being a person of not the best health, you know, you don't want to, you don't want to say, oh, it's one thing, and it comes out to be, oh, well, it was worse than it is that one thing, but it's worse than what you thought. So I went to the emergency room, and they're like, yeah, we're not really seeing anything, kind of concerned with your heart. And I'm like, no, heart's fine, know what I got, don't bother with it, just check the hernia. And they were like, yeah, I'm not really seeing anything that we could do for you right now, so you know, to follow up with your doctor. And you know, and I had, you know, the appointment coming up anyway, so I'm like, oh, I guess so. And so I, you know, went back home and was going through life again like normal. And then it was a Sunday night, I do believe, and I was talking to my husband, and I'm like, I'm not, you know, doing well. I'm not doing well, but I'm having pain in my chest. It's like burning, like on fire, burning. And he's like, you know, maybe we should take you to the emergency room. You don't want to, you know, let's just go back. And I'm like, I just need a nap, because naps fix everything. Everything. You just take a nap, you wake up. If you're mad, take a nap, you feel better. Everything fixes with a nap. So I decided that night I wanted to take a nap. And you know, and even though like that night I was still throwing up and everything, I was just like, let me just go to bed for the night, and try again the next day. So the next day, the morning, I felt better, like a lot better. But then it was seeming like, you know, same problems, getting to the car, from the car to the door, taking stairs, still the same, you know, bad feelings. So I, you know, that night I told my husband again, I'm like, maybe, and he's kind of like, yeah, it's been like a while and kind of tired of dealing with it, so maybe you should. But he wasn't feeling good. He had started to catch a cold, and so he's just like, yeah, if we're gonna do it, let's just go do it. Let's just go to the emergency room. I don't know what happened, but I got a pain that struck from like the bottom of my feet up through my body, and I started screaming. And I started screaming, and I was coming out of the bathroom, and my husband was standing outside the bathroom door because he heard me screaming, and I guess I fell into his arms, and he's like, yeah, gotta go. Don't know what's wrong with you, but it's not sounding normal, so we're going to the hospital to see what's going on. So this particular trip we went to a different hospital. And you know, so he took me, and like the whole ride, it was maybe a 15-minute ride, whole ride I couldn't keep still. I'm like, it's pain in my chest, pain in my chest, pain in my chest. And so he drives up, he's like, let me go in and let him know when we get to the hospital, let him know what's going on. I'm like, just tell him I'm having chest pain. That's a way to, you know, get people's attention when you say chest pains. So he goes in, comes back with a wheelchair, and you know, we get in, we go through, you know, and I'm telling them, you know, have a hernia, it's been giving me problems, but now I'm having, you know, the burning sensation really bad, and that's just what's going on. So they, you know, do the whole, you know, EKG, they, you know, we're giving me, they gave me pain medicine because I just couldn't keep still. I was in so much pain. I was sitting up, and I was laying back, and I sit up, and I lay back, and it was just pain. And so so we get, you know, everything going, and the doctor that was at the hospital at the time reviewing everything was like, you know, don't really see anything going with hernia, but I'm really worried about your heart, so we're gonna go ahead and admit you. Well, so I'm just gonna stop there. I think that's a good stopping point. There's a lot more to the story, so if you want me to go ahead and tell you about part 2, I'm gonna tell you about part 2. But like the video, comment, share, all those good things. And I'll finish the story and you can come back and see whether I lived or died. For us, it is Father's Day, so I want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there doing their thing. And again, I am Micky-Ly and I approve this experience.